Hi there, my name is Amazi, and I would like to share with you some information that I feel is necessary for me to communicate to the world at the moment. I have a calling that I should be helping people and inspiring people to move forward within the situation that we are living in today. It is a very easy time to fall into the trap of waiting, waiting for something to happen, waiting for the government to change the rules or regulations, waiting for the COVID to disappear from this earth, waiting for better times, waiting for, the storm to pass. But actually, what I'm learning at the moment is that it's all about starting within and actually doing the work yourself and consciously be aware of when you're going into that sensation of waiting, that sensation of you being not powerful enough to make the change. Because actually we are powerful enough, we can make the change. Each one of us is totally unique, and each one of us has the power to make a change within our lives. And then once we make that change within our homes and within our lives, it will magnify around everything that surrounds us. We do tend to get a lot of confusion up in our minds, up in our heads, trying to figure out, there's a lot of banter going on, there's a lot of argument going on within our heads. And it's so important right now to try and activate the body, go for a jog, go for a walk, just go and see friends, maybe be sociable, or just, have time to activate the body so that you shake it a little bit, so that it doesn't get, so that the energy within us does not get stagnated, like doesn't get stuck and blocked, because that's when we can't think straight. And then once we can't think straight, we identify to that possible negative emotion that's in our body, and then that negative emotion kind of stays there, and then we kind of become the negative emotion. We become that angry person, and we identify to that way of being. But it's very powerful to have the tools to be able to step out of that in any moment without it overriding and totally controlling every area of your life and affecting everyone around you, everyone who surrounds you. This is a practice that only myself, through the years, I've had to apply, and I still struggle with it sometimes. But I kind of know what I need to do now, so I'm really strict with, I'm trying to be very strict with, going out for a jog, stretching my body, doing the things that I know are good for my body, and doing the things that I know that will get me into a really happy vibration, a really happy feeling. And it will make me feel activated and worthy, and it will make me feel powerful, and it will make me feel certain, and it will give me the knowing that wherever I'm going is the right way. But to get that, to get those, the power and the certainty and the vision and the truth and the grounding as well, just feeling grounded and rooted where you are, to be able to apply all of those things within your life, it's just not enough to wait around. Because waiting around doesn't help you to improve your life. It doesn't help you to reach where you want to go. And the government or the system that we live in at the moment is all about making you feel and, filling you up with fear and making you feel that you do not have the power to change the current situation. You do not have the power to currently change what we're living. But actually, you do. All you need to do is to actually actively create the world that you want to live in. But for that, you need to be really strong-minded, and I'm doing it. I haven't been watching TV for years though. It's slightly different. I do watch documentaries and positive things that are going to fulfill me with the information that I'm interested in. I won't allow information to enter my home if I know that that information is of a low vibration, or is of fear, or is there to scare me, or to tell me that I'm not capable. And unfortunately, the information that comes through our TVs is constantly telling us that we are not capable, constantly telling us that we are not good enough, constantly telling us that we do not have the power to heal ourselves, not giving us any information of alternative therapies, not giving us any information on how the immune system can actually heal on its own. Quite the contrary, actually telling us to stay at home, to not have physical contact, to not have social lives, to not stand close to each other. We now are wearing the masks, so we can't even see our smiles. We're not even connecting via our expressions. So it is quite a hard time. It's quite challenging, and all of the emotions are magnifying now to the point where before, if you had a little bit of anger that may occur now and then, now it's actually magnifying, so it's coming to you at a much larger level in some way. So if you're waiting around, you're not in control. You're not in control of your emotions, you're not in control of what's happening around you. And this is not the time to be blaming others, it's not the time to be blaming, oh dear me, what are we going to do with the world? What are we going to do? We're just going to have to wait and see, nobody knows. But actually, if we're all within that uncertainty, then nothing's going to move forward. The fact is that we are experiencing a consciousness shift, It's we are moving forward to something much more powerful than just the system that we live in. I think we are coming to realize more and more that we are super powerful beings, and that this is our time to raise our vibration and to be with our power. And I feel that this is the time to value what is around you. What are the things that are important to you? What are the things that aren't so important to you, that actually aren't bringing you joy? What are the things that you would volunteer for in some way? Whatever you would volunteer for, that perhaps may be what brings you joy. Maybe perhaps that's what you need to focus on, because the waiting around is not going to help. And actually what we're not being told is that I feel that I've learned this through my life, is that abundance comes hand in hand with self-esteem. So if you're not feeling good enough, you're not feeling worthy, and you're just having a normal day-to-day job, and you're really bored with the job, and you don't know what to do, then maybe it's not the time to just be waiting for that job to come back. Maybe it's the time to think, actually, you know what, I didn't really want to do that job anyway. What else is there for me to do? What do I love doing? What are the things that I love doing? What are the things that I haven't done in a while that I'd like to do? Let's look back, Let me look back through my notes and see what the things that I really enjoyed that I haven't been doing. Now is a time to reassess and to revalue, and to think about how you can create your world now, how you can improve it now. Don't wait for this COVID to be over, just do it now. The happier we are, the better this is going to come, the better this is going to end. And it is going to come to an end soon. So this is not the time to be worrying. It's the time to be obviously being aware. But the more you worry and the more negative vibrations you have, the less is going to come to you, So it's like whatever you magnify is what's going to come straight back at you. So I feel that also, if you visualize where you want to be financially, if you visualize where you want to be emotionally, if you visualize where you want to be physically, if you have body pain, if you visualize where you want to be, and you believe that you're powerful enough to get there, and you believe that you're worthy enough to get there, then you will get there. Waiting around is not going to help. Also, from my experience, perception is everything. The way we perceive, we're waiting around because we perceive that we're not good enough. We perceive that we're not in control. But actually, once you start perceiving in a different way, the table just shifts, you know, and then you think, wow, I don't need anybody. I don't even need the government. I don't need anything. I can just create it the way I want it. I can create my new world. I can create my new earth the way I want it. And I think this is where we're going, you know. The system is no longer going to be the way it is. Things are going to change. So are you going to be ready for this new change? You know, the key is that whatever fulfills you, whatever gives you joy, whatever fills up your heart with loveliness is where you want to go. And that is what's going to bring you abundance. So, and I say this to myself as well, but I say it to you if it will inspire you to think carefully about what it is you want to do. And it's so hard to let go of certain things because there is that worry, there is that uncertainty, there is that, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. But once you cut that cord, once that energy's gone, once you've left that behind, you suddenly have all this space and this new energy comes in. You suddenly have all this time to think about this new project that you're going to do. And it's never easy. It's always going to be a struggle. But, you know, why not do that now? You know, don't just wait around. This is not the time to wait around. This is the time to get excited. And this is the time to really be conscious of your actions, be conscious of how to maintain your body, how to maintain your mind sane, how to maintain your mind in positive thoughts. Although it's good, it's okay to be with anger. You know, anger is not a bad thing. Just because you're a spiritual being, it doesn't mean you don't get angry and you don't get pissed off. I get angry all the time and it's good for you. It's just energy flowing. I don't keep it in. I don't repress it. I don't repress it because I don't want it to become physical pain, because I've experienced physical pain, experienced 10 years of physical pain, and this is one of the reasons why I know that it's so important to allow your energy to flow and to activate your body and to not repress what's inside you. However, to try and shift it to a more positive vibration is always good for the body cells, because the body cells are happier and therefore you're happier. All right, guys, happy day, and I will see you soon. Bye.